So, welcome to Chats at the Gallery. I'm Sotling. Today we have here with me Vinz Low, founder of Zesty Kickz, and he's here to share his experience.
Hi everybody, my name is Vinz and thanks Sotling for the invitation.
Yes. So, Vinz, I realized that you are also an accountant, also graduate from
NTU.
Yeah,
Yes.
so same as me.
Awesome, alumni.
Yeah, but you only did 4 years of accounting and then you went on to...
Correct, big career switch.
Yes. So why set up Zesty Kickz? Or maybe you tell us what is Zesty Kickz?
Okay, so Zesty Kickz was set up in 2010. So this marks our 16th year in the business. So when we first started, as per most traditional gyms, we have the B2C element, servicing yoga, Zumba, Pilates, and of course personal training. And then that was very good business model. Then we started expanding to B2B, where we provide fitness and wellness at office. So we would deploy the instructors to the offices as well. So everything was rosy and bright until of course COVID came, and then we had a big business transformation. So of course we tried to take the trainings online, but unfortunately, again, because of the music and then especially with Muay Thai, you need some impact, the online programs didn't take off. So we took a huge pivot into train the trainers, and we were fortunate enough in our applications and conviction to become a skill switcher approved training vendor. So right now, since then, we are having about 18 plus programs, train the trainers in fitness. So we have basic fitness trainers to advanced pre and postnatal, Muay Thai, pain management, elderly, and even kids, so on and so forth. Yeah, so all in all, right now, Zesty Kickz, after 16 years, we have evolved into B2C and B2B. And very exciting, we're also excited to bring in partners from our regionals. So right now, our Train the Trainers programs are also, besides Singapore, in Indonesia, China, and next month, we're starting in Thailand.
Oh, that is so exciting. So it means I can use my SkillsFuture...
Yes, to become a fitness trainer.
Ah, okay. But the fitness trainer, is it in particular only in Muay Thai or...?
No, it broad-based, because what we always want as per fitness enthusiasts or even existing trainers to come for our NFPT, certified personal trainer first. It will give you a basic understanding of anatomy, exercise movement, your body mechanics, and then you can choose to specialize into, say, you want the pre and postnatal route, or you want to use Muay Thai for fitness, you want to do kids or even elderly.
Okay, so that means the basic is what as a personal trainer need first.
Correct, like the sports science element first, then you start to branch out into your interests.
I'm always very curious, so exactly what do we mean by a personal trainer?
Personal trainer, we will actually look at the client's objective, because the stereotype is that I want to be big and strong. So that is something we want to eliminate. Personal training is actually for everybody. What sparked my interest actually to move away from accounting is from my dad, because personal experience since I was 7 years old, he was actually paralyzed from a traffic accident, unfortunately. Then I seen how his quality of life actually deteriorated till he finally passed away. So when he passed on, I said, hey, yes, this is the time probably I want to spark more individuals, not just caregivers themselves, but more personal trainers or fitness trainers go out there and develop more programs, not just for the active adults, but for, say, PWDs, people with disabilities, or even for our seniors.
And I think that is a very good point, because usually it's also from a personal story where it inspire us to do a certain take a certain action. Yes, and I guess it's very suitable as well for the aging society now. In fact, I also have the same problem. I have like aging parents, uncles. Okay, aging parents, because only my mother is around, and as they are weakening, I realized that they cannot really walk well, so that's the very basic issue. But walking helps you to create a lot of mobility and a lot of opportunity in life. Once you cannot walk and you're stuck at home, that's where your quality of life becomes. So then how do we ensure that when they are aging, you know, when they're older, how do you still maintain your muscle strength when there is no muscle strength?
So I always tell my clients, even sharing whether clients or trainers in our trainer courses, start with most simple things: sit and stand. That's all we require from the seniors, because without assistance, they are able to sit and stand up properly, say from a chair or from the bed, they can move around. And then I think it's about consistency. The more exercises we throw in, the more confused they are, the more they find it difficult, and then the more they wouldn't do it. So that's something we want to avoid. So start with sit and stand, probably just 8 repetitions, 3 sets daily. Of course, you can start with a caregiver by the side or with a domestic helper if you have, and then slowly move on from there. Because if the lower limbs are not strong enough, and then the core and the arms strength will be very difficult to train. Then of course, in a specialized 1 hour course with us, we will work through the whole body, including mobility as well.
So the senior don't have to be scared to go to the gym.
No. In fact, we do house call as well. Because they are very apprehensive. Wow, this one very far from my place.
They say personal trainer means must go to the gym. Then they'll say they do not need muscle. Then why?
Yes. Then they'll say, I'm not training to become like bodybuilding and aesthetic stuff. Training to become a function. That means you want to play with your grandkids, you want to carry them up, or if you are finding food or whatever, a can and containers, you want to open up cabinets above you or below you, you want to get in and out of a car, whether it's an MPV or even a saloon car. That is something very functional. So we always go about the persons or the clients and the individual's lifestyle. What's your objective? You want to play your grandkids? You want to climb the Great Wall in 3 months, 6 months or whatsoever. So we will work to a tailored positions for the seniors.
So which means that the senior doesn't need to go to the gym and the training can be
at the place,
at their home. Yes, because the strength can come from just like
correct, your own body weight.
Standing up from the seat.
Even water bottles or of course rubber bands, there are always tools or opportunities that we use. So it doesn't mean you need to have a dumbbell. Anything, even with a water bottle that's 500 milliliter, good enough already. If you don't have anything, you have a cushion at home, we can make use of it. That's the stuff that we inculcate in our trainers as well. When we do trainers program, it's not just about being in the gym, going to the gym, but make your house or your body your gym.
That's amazing, and I think it's very important for our seniors, whether it is a caregiver who is worried about their parent, or it is a senior himself worried that I'm going old too fast. How do I maintain my strength? It's an option for us that even if we may not want to go to a gym, but we can have a personal trainer so that at least we can target I don't say it's correct but at least we get it faster
Yes, correct. And more efficient way of putting, let's say you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes of your time, and then some seniors like I just revisited a client which I train twice a month, and she managed to went Taipei in the beginning of January. She climbed, she's about 92 for the matter. She managed to climb a flight of stairs, 52 steps to visit the Chai Shen temple. So I told her, yeah, Popo, you did very well. So I think this is very inspirational stories for us and everyone out there, that no matter what your age is, stay mobile, stay healthy, so that your quality of life will not be compromised.
Yes. And the trainer will also push them too hard.
Yes, correct.
Because it's also a motivational thing.
Yeah, we want to come from a empathetic tone and voice and concern on how the training can make your life better. That's always our objective. Because once we stay on track, how the training can make your life better, improve your quality of life, the seniors are more receptive to training rather than, I want you to do, let's say, tricep extension because it's a prescribed exercise. No, we don't want that. And when we educate our trainers, we're also very careful to stress that you must do a needs analysis, client analysis. What is their end goal? Because with objective in mind, it's usually easier when their intrinsic motivation is strong to train.
Yes. So I think this is a very interesting program, I think. Because I also feel that we need such a program. So you need to build your muscles before they go.
Correct. Especially this thing called sarcopenia. Rest of you can Google about it. It's basically the loss of muscle. Yes, correct. And osteoporosis. Unfortunately, these are very two common grounds that we always have to deal with it. So start investing in your health early, just like in the bank. So if you start weight training, resistance training at 40 years old, by the time you get to 60, 80, you definitely will be in better shape. Of course, that doesn't mean that, hey, I'm 60, I'm sedentary for the past 40, 20 years. I cannot do anything. Is it too late? No. Something is always better than nothing.
So let's say if a senior is interested or a caregiver is interested to sign up the senior for this senior strengthening program?
Yes, correct.
So roughly how is that 1 hour, and then what will you do?
For a full trainer's course, it actually goes through a series of theory and practical. And then on top of that, we also have customized programs where we talk to the caregivers themselves. Because if from a caregiver or family members, they do not need to know much about sport science. So we can actually condense it down to the practical, like just wheelchair mobility transfers or bed transfers, and then what do you do with walking aids, how you can use the walking aids and train your at home as well. So for those of you familiar with agility ladders, like what we do in soccer training, then that can easily be substituted by, say, the tiles at home, or if you take them down to level 1, the corridor, anything with lines, and also helps the seniors themselves to talk about vision and how I coordinate. Because there's something about fall prevention that we want seniors to be appreciated, that, hey, I'm very fearful, so I don't want to go out. And then it becomes a vicious cycle. I don't want to train. So then the weaker they are, they want to train, and then the whole thing just comes in.
Yeah, so you are saying that, let's say you have, let's say me lah. Let's say I want my mother to be stronger. I can also take the SkillsFuture credits, go and take a trainer course, and then I can be the one who like
correct.
train my mother.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that makes our SkillsFuture credits very useful.
Yep.
Yes, and it's also more personal because we can monitor her on a long-term basis.
Correct.
And then she won't be thinking that 哎呀，不要浪费时间去找 training program.
Yes.
But yet we can actually
对，你的
help
家人
her.
就可以了嘛。
Yes, yeah, that is very, very meaningful. So maybe we can also talk about your B2B programs.
B2B is exciting because when we first started, this piece was actually not part of our intended target audience. Then because the members are probably in human resource in some companies, right? Then they ask, hey, Vince, can you send the yoga instructors down? Can you send the Zumba instructors down? Then eventually more people know about deployment to office programs. And then we started serving like premium hotels and bankings and stuff. So we are actually serving one of the very established hospitality client, and we are providing daily classes for the guests, including from aqua, because they have a swimming pool, to yoga, Zumba, Pilates, and even some meditation, so on and so forth.
So for corporate clients, how do you tailor the programs?
First, we will have a deep dive with the HR. Number one objective. Are you looking at reducing sick leave, improving productivity? Usually these are the two things that they're looking at. And some of them might be looking at, say, I have a town hall coming up. So how do I excite my staff and my colleagues to come for town hall? Perhaps you can do an opening Zumba, and then the C-suites can start the town hall talking about it. And then at the end, you end off with a mass workout again and whatsoever. Of course, usually we would look at their crowds as well. The demographics, is it more females, more males, more seniors? And then we advise accordingly, because we have a team of trainers from different specialties, all the way from Tai Chi to very active Muay Thai. And then of course, in between, if it's a mass workout, usually we advise, let's say, Zumba, pitboxing, or cardio kickboxing. So the HR engagement is very strong. And we always want to look back saying that, let's say, this 30 sign-ups for this particular program, we do have an attendance sheet, and then we keep track with the HR and saying that these are the people, maybe we want to close the loop with them and what happened because they missed a class or whatsoever.
Yes, and your range of classes that you can provide is quite wide.
Yes. So thanks to our 16 years of experience, so we network with fitness trainers, and of course fitness trainers themselves, they have their own community. So from then onwards, we start to form like Telegram chats, and then when we have projects, then we'll say, hey, this project, this timing, anyone available, then we'll go through a series of interviews or videos of the instructors' past sessions.
Yes. So about this Muay Thai, right? How do we see it? Is it really more for I mean, maybe
like
it's
sparring, fighting, championship, want to be, yes, nothing wrong, because that seems to be a stereotypical way, even social media or even mass media promotes it. Yes, that is one part.
It's a martial arts.
Yes, it's definitely the martial aspect, and there is, and then we want to actually make it less daunting, less fearful, that to the best you can. Let's say I work a lot with PWDs, person with disabilities. If you are seated in a wheelchair, you may definitely not be able to kick and whatsoever to the best, but you can still punch. So it's about coordination. That's one element we want. And we're also training trainers to work with, say, patients who recover from post-strokes or major operations like heart attack and whatsoever, to use Muay Thai as a fun way of exercising. Because instead of that, hey, uncle or inject, you need to go and walk. Walking is boring. Then cycling definitely we won't recommend. Then how about just at their home, then you just punch, we take the pads over and wear the gloves. That's the spectrum. And of course, in the middle, we also train and certify trainers under the Thai system, which is approved by Ministry of Culture and Education, under the CAN system, where we teach them from level 1 to, let's say, level 10, and then 11 onwards, they will be invited to submit application to become a crew. And then we'll go through a series of stringent tests. So that's a little bit more deep dive into that cultural aspects.
Oh, you mean as in like the taekwondo or judo?
Yes, I can think of it. Yeah. So we are kind of, Muay Thai is rather new when it comes to grading, because all along you have been associated with the more championships you win and then the better fighters you are. Yes, that element we cannot escape. But how about the cultural side? We talk about appreciation, even for kids when we run preschools program. Respecting your parents, respecting yourself, respecting your classmates comes from learning the martial art itself. And then as you progresses, you learn about martial arts. Where is it from? Why is it? And then, of course, if you develop it into a martial system, it can be for self-defense because you know your range, when to kick, when to punch, when to elbow, if you're at close range, and what to do. It also links up to our self-defense program, where we talk about, say, unfortunately, in this sensitive area, like Hong Kong recently, the stabbing. Thankfully, nobody was killed except the assailant. And then Taiwan as well. So we try to give practical examples because somebody with blade or some weapons coming against you, you're not going to fight him. First thing is stay safe. So run if you can. Then if not, unfortunately, you have to hide. And then if you really have to put up a resistance with the assailant, what are the methods that you can do it? You can use the tables and chairs, your backpack or whatsoever with it. So it comes together and not just about the sports, winning championships and stuff.
So there is also a mental element to the physical aspect of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like all those Bruce Lee shows that we see.
Yeah, correct.
After you fight, you still have the
the Zen moment. Yes.
Yes, I think martial arts is always a very good form of not just exercise. It's also a good for telling us how to live our life.
Yes, correct. So choose your own, whether is it, let's say, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Karate, or even Filipino martial arts and whatsoever ethnic groups that you have. Choose one that resonates with you, your philosophy, and of course the academy. Yeah, because so long it makes you move, because I always believe that if you can punch and kick as a human body in terms of scientific terms, more or less you don't have that much pain. The only issue is that I cannot move my shoulder, right? Which is very common, which means your elbow is going to be affected. And how I can use Muay Thai as well as sports science training exercise to make you move your elbows better, to get to the range that you want, so that eventually you will not be throwing elbows probably, but you might be reaching for the jar on top of your cabinet.
Yeah, I mean the frozen shoulder problem.
Yes, correct. So I always hope more individuals as well as trainers definitely will infuse, say, sports science concepts, sports training, together with whatever activity. It could be a martial arts like Muay Thai, or it could be an activity that you like Zumba or piloxing, but bring it together. Because a lot of people, let's say if you love golf, because I have a lot of clients who are golfers, they play only golf. And then they don't do their cardio, they don't do their core, they won't work on their rotation. And then when they play a game, after that, they have to rest like 2 weeks. Yeah, because the muscles are not tuned to that. So the technical side is important, but the strength and conditioning part is also as critically, if not more important.
Yes. So I guess even if, let's say, we are casual athletes, casual sports for our hobby, if this SkillsFuture gives us a course, we may not think of becoming a trainer.
Correct.
Yeah, but taking the basic trainer course gives us some sports science knowledge, so that it will help us be better in our sports. Correct.
To move better, and then when you exercise at the gym also, we are more aware of our body. In fact, we do see a fair share, I'm not sure whether it's because utilization of SkillsFuture credits or because they are interested, I think it's a both, that we have accountants and doctors coming for our courses. Now, doctors who are already very good with anatomy, definitely, right? They want to learn about the exercise aspect, so probably they can advise better, and they themselves are probably runners or swimmers or playing some sports. Then recently we have a personal friend, accounting friend of mine. He also took it up. Why? Because he has this motivation to get healthy and stuff. And then he says, hey, before I engage a personal trainer, I need to know what is the, like, say, basic understanding, so that I train better first. Then the trainers comes in, then it will accelerate my, I would say, achievements and results.
Yes. I guess it's in line because we are now more and more knowledgeable. So we want to have, equip ourselves with knowledge or skills before we embark on a program.
Correct.
Yes, so it's suitable for professionals. Even you do not want to be a trainer, but at least you have your own knowledge. And next time you know whether your trainer is doing the right thing for you.
Yes, correct. That's a very good point.
Yes. Because every time they hire, sometimes in the past, maybe the worry is we don't know whether that the person is doing his job.
Yes.
When you're forcing me to do further than what I can do, is it causing me harm in my muscles, or is that the way to proceed?
Correct.
So with at least now knowledge, with this knowledge, we can at least
the guy won't smoke you.
And then some minimum knowledge as well. And I think it's also useful, even if it's not for yourself, you can also at least help out the family who may not be very interested in sports now, but at least you can say.
Correct. Even what we call PMPP, prenatal and postpartum trainers, the course itself, we do have expectant mothers coming in together with their hubbies. So definitely this group are not intending to become trainers, but as a family, as a hubby itself, you want to be, during this period, how are you going to show care and concern, and what are the exercises other than walking with your wife can do? Because you can't walk throughout your whole pregnancy period, and then after that, the postpartum with the kids, how are you going to handle it? And then we talk a little bit further into women's exercise specialists, what are the hormonal changes moving into the physical changes that will affect the ladies.
This is a very interesting concept.
This, of course, was not conducted by me. So we have a team of lecturers, each one of us in our specialties as well.
Yes. It's an interesting course that nobody would think of signing SkillsFuture for. Yes.
Correct.
So yeah, it's useful courses that we can use to benefit ourselves and benefit the people around us.
Yep.
Yeah. So maybe you can share with us 3 tips to our audience. How should we maybe move better?
Move better. Number 1, be realistic. don't think of I want to exercise 7 days a week. No, because if you cannot keep to it, no matter how good the plan is, you wouldn't be like realizable. You wouldn't even do it. I'll just advise you maybe three times. Commit to an activity that you like. So if you like to dance, okay, then you might want to pick up Zumba at the community centers or go to a club and as in a community club to sign up for the courses or even join the gyms. But most importantly, if you are doing say dance-based or you are doing golfing or whatever, do consider resistance bands as well, because they are very easy accessible, especially right now with online shopping or even like Taobao, you can just easily get. Versus when we first started, we had to carry all this inventory in our stock case. So right now, the cost effectiveness of such equipment is really very, very short.
Yeah, even the catalog also very cheap. Actually.
Yes. So with all these brands coming in, a lot of options for consumers out there. So be realistic, choose the activity you want, and then add in resistance training as well.
So resistance training is important, not just the cardio part as well.
Correct. So even if you don't want to use resistance bands, get a water bottle, get your own body weight.
Yes. Okay, that's very useful advice for people from all ages.
Yep.
Including people like me. Also, I do some exercise. I do some dancing. Yeah, but that's what we don't do. We don't do enough of strength training.
Yes, that's why sometimes, let's say, touch wood, Choi, certain steps, you miss a rhythm, you want to catch up, like double quick step, your ankle might feel weird. Or you might even strain, or unfortunate case, you sprain it because it's not used to unstable motion and quick. So even if you do some specific objective, there's always an underlying reason why resistance training is always good.
Yes. So it's very interesting that you never talk about losing weight. So here we are just talking about having good strength.
Correct. Because a lot of rather the social stigma again, partly banned from media, is that you need to have a six-pack, Yes and no. Of course, if you are an artist professionally or you are modeling, you have a shoot coming up in X days or even weeks or months. Yes, we do work with this professional. We talk about a very strict diet control, calories intake, and water, especially if you are doing, say, if you're not celebrity, pre-wedding shoots, also very common that we used to do. Then, but for the generic population, usually we won't advise so drastic stuff. It is about sustainable. Because drastic cases, for example, if you read online whatever, they advise you maybe 1 apple a day. That's all you eat. Are you going to eat 1 apple a day for the rest of the 30, 50, 60 years of your life? Not possible. So definitely, and then once you crash, the bounce back is even scary. And along the way, you might develop even more serious complications inside the body. So weight management for us is not just about losing weight, it's about bringing up your bone density, your lean muscle bands at the same time. So we see this as one whole system and not just weight per se.
Yes. So I guess maybe you can tell us what is your vision.
My vision, I actually hope, number 1, to empower more individuals, whether you are trainers or you are a fitness enthusiast, or even for your families and loved ones, is to inculcate this habit of being sustainable in an activity that you like, and then with your mobility taken care of through resistance training. Yeah, and not just playing the sport you love. For example, you love pickleball, you keep playing pickleball, then some moment in time you feel that your wrists or your elbows or your shoulders or your back, knees and ankles might have issue. Why? Because the body again it's not trained to do that. So how do you do that? That's when the resistance training, strength conditioning comes in, so that you can play your sport better. Yeah. Then another case that I could quote, hopefully to motivate more viewers out there, is that I have a client. She loves playing on the Japanese drum, very big, right? So she needs a strong core and then arms and endurance. So through training resistance as well as in Muay Thai, she's able to enjoy the activity better. Like I said, it's always about quality of life. Then using this strength or the cardio and as a mobility to revolve around your life, so that overall you will lead a better lives and enjoy the activity that you love.
Yes, I think that is very, very motivational. And instead of just focusing on just losing weight, we are wanting to get our strength because we want to have better quality of life. Yeah, it's as simple as just be able to walk and buy your own, buy your own lunch.
Correct. Just think of the Amma who climbed the steps just to visit the Tyson temple. And she climbed down as well. And with no pain after that. I think that is more amazing.
Climb down also very hard.
Yes. Of course, it's at a very slow pace, but I told her, yes, you did the correct call. Very slow, and of course, we have family members behind her. And it was really through the training that gave her the confidence that, yes, I can conquer these steps.
Yes, I think that's why a personal trainer sometimes is important in your training regime as well, because you need someone to tell you, yes, you can do it. And you need to know that you have a structured program, not just go and run 100 times and suddenly we can do it.
Correct.
So knowledge will actually help us to do better also.
Definitely.
Yes. Yeah, so I think anything else you want to add before we close?
Continue to move, continue to do research training. I think that will be my closing statement.
Thank you. Thanks, Vinz.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Soling, for the invitation.
Yeah. So this is Chats at the Gallery, where I invite experts to the gallery to share their experience and expertise, because art is, after all, a mirror of life. Okay. So thanks, Vinz, and we'll see you again for the next episode.
Okay. Bye-bye.